All right, hello again, YouTube. AJ Shaver here, and we've had this 1824 since last year. We had up at the Boonville show in New York, and we had it out at Paul Bunyan. There's right around 15 demo hours on it. I just had it warming up a little bit here, and one of the questions we got on Facebook yesterday was, how does the 1824 as a gas machine do against a bigger wedge like a 10-way? Well, I don't have a 10-way, but I do have this wonderful 12-way that I had to put a torpedo heater down here to heat everything, because this was actually frozen inside my 1824 diesel. So this is the way I like a 12-way. You get like your big 4-way, the 2 tangs on the bottom, your 2 triangles, and then some extra stuff on top. The 1824 series, the sweet spot is really around 18 inches with this wedge, but you do have up to 24 inches worth of cutting diameter. So if you look behind me on the live deck, that is a 23-inch piece of oak. So I'm going to use that one to heat up the 1824 gas machine. And I'm just going to buck that into rounds and cast them off, because I'm always looking for good meaty pieces to put on the vertical splitters for a demo. So it doesn't get any nicer than putting oak across those. So I'm going to use the saw to warm up the oil, so when we do the production video, because I have Dom from B3Q Barbecue requested 2 bags of hickory and 2 bags of cherry, I figured I would just go ahead and showcase, you know, this 1824 gas machine in that video. So we're going to do a warm up here on the oak. Now remember, this is cold. It's right about 20 something degrees outside here today, so that saw's got to get up to temperature. So the first couple cuts, it's going to be slow. That oil is thick, so just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. But I'm just going to go ahead and move the camera over here by the big piece of oak so I can show you that it really is 23 inches. All right, so for size comparison, now you can tell that it really is 23 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this up on here. So there's your 23 on this side, and we're pulling 22 inches here. It's a short, chunky piece, but I figured it'd be a good warm up. And like I said, I like this kind of stuff for the vertical splitters, for the split force stuff, just because oak is really nice to square up in those nice, pretty little chunks. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire up this 1824 gas machine, feed this in, and then just make some rounds. Should get about 4 pieces out of it, so we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. right, well, that was the 1824 gas, cutting through 23 inches worth of frozen oak rounds. And we'll stage these for a different video later on, just for a different day, because I know I got to get some hickory and some cherry bags down to Dom today. So that's what we're going to do in this next video. But this is the 12-way wedge that we're going to drop in. So I'm going to move the camera and get that going. Alright, so before I load up the live deck, let me just do one more walk around here on this 1824 gas machine. Again, we did drop in that 12-way wedge that is 100% hydraulic adjustable. We do have the last log holder on this one. It does go through about a 24-inch cut. We have the upgraded positive log stop. We have the upgraded LED light package. We have the sawdust chute. This is just the back of the last log holder. That is an attached left to right swivel hydraulically adjustable conveyor. It is a top drive, forward, neutral, reverse, and speed control. It is 14 feet long. We have our automatic oiler. We have our oil cooler. We have a plethora of hoses that do various and sundry things. We have a 38 horsepower EFI Kohler motor. Our battery, fuel tank, little toolbox there on the back side. Got a pintle ring on this right now for running around the wood yard. This is an extended frame, so everything from that weld to me is extra, about 4 feet. It is a rounded log trough. The extended frame does give us 4 live deck legs. So again, that's everything from the weld on the table. This direction is the extended frame. We did do this one as a tandem axle. A typical gas machine would just have a single, and we did it with the operator's platform on it as well. So production-wise, this does have the auto cycle, which is the double valves here. So you pull both of those, and then the ram travels down and then back. It is a big bore cylinder, meaning the cylinder, the chrome part is bigger than standard, so it takes less oil to go backwards. We do have the fast split block on this to double evacuate the oil out of the cylinder. And again, it's all hopped up for production. It actually does pretty well. There's that 14-foot conveyor, and we are going to load one of our log lift bags to take down to Dom at B3Q Barbecue. So with this package, the 12-way is going to stay here with me. And then we are going to ship the standard 4-way and the standard 6-way with the unit. So let me get this camera put back in the tripod, and we'll get down to making little pieces out of big pieces. right, we've got 5 cherry logs up on there. That should be enough to fill our bag over there. And I have been using the brute force frostbite style grapple for moving the logs up onto the deck. So let's get the camera back in position and keep on knocking this out. It was going underneath the wedge, that's why we had to fold the top back in. All right, so there's our 4 bags that we got done. And what I wanted to show you here was I pulled out a couple sample pieces here, just so you had an idea of what that 12-way was pumping out. Yes, there's some bigger pieces. Yes, there's some little pieces, but I think all in all, that's a pretty good mix for what this 12-way can produce. And again, this isn't the diesel model. This is just the 38 horsepower gas. The biggest difference when you go to the diesel is you can run the saw while the splitter is retracting. So like where you saw the cylinder retract and then the saw came down, on the diesel you can be multitasking. On the gas, the pump is only big enough to run one function at a time. All right, well, the phone keeps dying, so I actually have it plugged in here in the Chevy so I can actually wrap this video up. So I hope you found it at least informational that a gas machine can keep up with a nice 24-inch piece of wood going through a 12-way wedge. And then I hope you got the chance to see the difference between our log lift bags and the power lift bags. Again, it's the same white vinyl on the sides. You just gain the mosquito netting and the unloading loops there on the bottom for the log lift bags. And then, of course, we do offer the 6th cord, which is the same thing as the log lift, is half as high. It does keep the same footprint, but it's half as tall. So that's how we get a 1/6 of a cord out of that. So again, if we can earn your business with the sales quote, I would love to be able to do that. Yes, you can call the manufacturer direct, but I would really appreciate it if you could support small business. We have been doing this for 10 years now. Yes, it blows my mind that we've been doing YouTube videos and doing the Shaver Sales Inc. stuff for 10 years. So if we could earn your business with the sales quote, if you watch the videos, please give us a phone call. We're happy to answer any questions that you do have and get you a personalized sales quote sent over. It's 833-SPLITTER. That's 833-775-4887. You can also email me at sales@shaverequipment.com. And again, would love to earn that business with the sales quote. As you can see, we do use the products from everything from the splitters to the processors, to the bags, the trailers, and beyond. So we have all of the knowledge about the equipment versus just thumbing through a catalog and trying to make up something as we go. Again, hope to hear from you soon. I'm going to unplug the camera here, do one last walk around, but it seems the camera dies. It doesn't like the cold weather. The sun went down, the wind picked up, and I don't even know how cold it is, but I can see my own breath. I don't know if it's going through there on the camera or not, but thanks for watching. Let me do one last walk around here so you can see what we produced in the day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. 3 split force units available without the new Canadian tariff. HWP 150 and a 120. Power lift bag, log lift bag. The big rounds that we cut. The 1824 gas machine that did all the work. Our ToolCat with the frostbite style grapple on it, also from Brute Force. I want to show you the sample wood that came off the 12-way, just to prove that a gas machine can run the big 12-way wedge. It will travel with the 4-way and the 6-way.